Okay, Monse, can you put the presentation back up?
Of course. Let's do it now. Okay. Can you hear me, Kristen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect.
It's working. Okay,
Great.
welcome. Happy Friday, everyone. And thank you for joining our Google Friday series. Today's topic is Google Docs and awesome add-ons for education. My name is Kristen Waring, and I will be moderating today's webinar. Our presenter today will be the ever-fabulous Monse Oyanadel. And today's webinar will have some interactive sessions to it. So I'm going to ask you to please keep your microphones muted unless Monse is asking for responses. If you have any questions for us, please put them in the chat. And if we need to respond to them immediately, we will. But for the most part, we'll save them for the end of the session. We will have a question and answer session at the end. So that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Monse and enjoy your webinar.
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Hi, everyone. So my name is Montserrat. So today we have I'm in Taos, New Mexico, actually, and it's a beautiful day. And I'm so excited and honored to be here with you to show you some of these tools. And thank you, Kristen, for moderating. So if you have, again, any questions, just use the chat. And also, we do have some interactive sessions, let's say activities. So please, if you want to, I would love to hear your voice too. So if you can, just share your insights. So let's get started. So let's do a little checking. So first, we are going to talk about add-ons, right? And I want to know, and how often do you use Google Docs? How do you use add-ons if you use them? And which one is your favorite and why? So you can use the chat or you can use your microphone. We would love to hear your voice.
So I guess I can start off. I use Google Docs all the time. I use it in conjunction with my Google Classroom. I use it to sometimes copy and paste a worksheet to give to my students, sometimes to create a new worksheet. And honestly, I haven't really used any of the add-ons with the exception of the math one, and I don't remember what it's called, but it lets you make formulas on the sheet without having to use the X and things like that. So that's really, I'm excited to learn about some new ones. Does anybody else want to share? Tina says she's using Docs right now to write a report.
Oh, good. Yay. Yeah, well, and today we're going to talk about some different ones and one about math. And of course, if you don't know what add-ons are, this is the presentation that for you. And don't worry if you don't have the answers now, Kristen. If you don't have anybody in the chat, I'm just going to keep forward.
Actually, we've got quite a few people that have responded in the chat. Most of them said they use Docs daily. Most of them said they don't know much about add-ons.
Good.
So I think this will be good information for them.
Oh, for sure. Okay, thank you for participating. Please, we're going to have another question at the end, so please share with us your expertise. And even if you don't know, it is going to help us to create other webinars that are coming soon. So we are very excited. So let's start first with the language. It's very important to understand the difference between web apps extensions, and add-ons. And we're gonna do a little overview in the beginning. So we're gonna talk what are they, how to use them, and where you find them. So look at the little table I have here. So first, let's start with the most important thing. You have to be using Chrome. Google Chrome is your browser, and these three tools will work with Google Chrome. So with that said, we have these three great tools, and always people get confused about using them. So web apps are standalone web programs. They don't need any support. They have all the functionalities together. They work independently. Extensions. They are helper tools. Like I call them shortcuts because make your life easier. You don't need to type. You just gotta click. And I will show you how they look. But they are easy to use. They are located on the like Google Chrome toolbar. I will show you how they look. And add-ons are also cool little tools. They work inside of the Google Doc, Sheet, Form, and Slides. So where do you find them? And let me click right here. So Google is awesome, but it's always changing. Kristen, can people see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So the G Suite Marketplace is a new place where things are going on now. It's a cool place of Google where you can get the apps, some extensions, and add-ons. So in this case, this is how the G Suite Marketplace looks, and you can find a lot of apps, extensions, and add-ons. So you click around and you can just, on the left, you can find the panel to choose the one that you need. And today, we are not going to talk about apps or extensions in detail, but what I want to recommend for you, I want to recommend you that you look the ones that that has a lot of reviews and users. So that's what I do. I do love to try different ones. So it's always look, oh, these look good. I will try it. Let's see. So I will encourage you to explore. So this is how the marketplace looks. Let me come back to the presentation. Then the extensions, as you see, they are located right here. I use a lot of them. So for example, I have Screencastify. This is a screen recorder, but in a way, the extension is going to help me as a shortcut. So I click here. I don't have to type. It's just a little extension that will let me use the program right away. I can click record and I will record the screen. I have the same for Google Drive, and I have the same for the grid for Google Meet. So this is the collection of extensions that you can have as many as you want. I recommend you to have handy the ones that you use all the time. But okay, this is the one. Today we're going to talk about add-ons, right? So that's what I put the little frame. So don't forget, we're going to move to these ones. And these ones are located inside of Google Docs and Google Slides, Sheets, and Form. So they run only in those programs. And today we're going to show you. I'm going to show you that extensions run, like I show you, in any page, in any web page in Chrome. And examples we have as a web apps, we have Google Classroom, Gmail, Google Drive, and then for extensions, Screencastify. I show you here the grid, Bitly, and then for add-ons, I'm going to show you the ones I have prepared for this presentation. So I hope the difference helps, and I think after this presentation, you're going to have a better clarity of how to use the three of them. So let me go back to the presentation. So what do we use them? Like, why are we using add-ons, especially for Google Docs? So as I mentioned, these are helper tools and are inside of the Google Sheets, Google Docs, Slides, and Forms. So let's come back to Google Docs. If you grew up using Microsoft Office and Microsoft Word, you remember, you use both now, right? But some people don't know really, they just grew up using Google Docs. So what add-ons do? They help the program to be more efficient, more engaging, and also it provides some functionality to it. Also helps you to save time because Google Docs is awesome and it's cool and it's easy to use. But if you compare with Google Microsoft Word, it lacks of a lot of functionalities. And today I'm going to show you some tools that could help you to use Google Docs in a way that is also even better, that for our learners. So keep in mind that these are just 4 that I'm going to show you for this presentation, but you can find other ones that adapt to your needs. So now let's talk about installing, managing, and using add-ons. So how do they actually work? So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you how to install add-ons, how to manage, and I'm going to show you 4 useful add-ons that I think they are very cool, and I've been using them, and I want to recommend it. I hope these are good tools for you for your instruction, and maybe even for your personal life. You know, you can find things that are very useful for you outside of the classroom. So let me open this document. This is the practice document that I have for you. So let's start with installing add-ons. So as you see, this is Google Doc, and you have the same screen. And we are going to go to the tabs, right? And Google Docs has the add-on tab. As you see, I have a lot of add-ons, and these are going to be the ones that you're going to be collecting, I hope, after this presentation. So first, let me show you how to get them. So you're going to click Get Add-ons, and this new window will open. So these add-ons work with Google Docs. So as you can see, these are the ones that I have installed. And what is cool, of course, Google is so smart, give you all these options, little tiny icons on the bottom right, and show you which tool works with each app. In this case, you have Google Docs, Slides, Sheets, and Drive. Math5, in this case, work for Google Docs, and this is Google Docs. So you can scroll down and keep checking all the awesome tools that you can find for Google Docs. But today I'm going to install Math5. So this is one of the ones that we are going to review. It's very simple. So you click here, click Install, Continue, and it's going to ask you for your credentials. So this is my personal computer, so I have all my credentials saved, and then Allow. And it's very fast. So it's going to install now into the program, and it's perfect. So we click Done. We're going to close that and always refresh your page. And now we come back to the Add-ons tab. Let's see here. And this is the app right here. So as you see, it's very simple to install, and we're going to use this one in a moment. So now that we learned how to get them, let's talk about how to manage them. Because if you will get like overwhelmed and crazy like me, you like to install everything. No, don't do that, because there is no need, right? So go to Manage, and then this new window will open. And this is very important for you to see, actually. So these are the apps that are installed by your admin. So you don't have any control over them. For example, you can tell right away, if you go to any of these add-ons and click on the 3 dots, a new window will open, and then you cannot uninstall this one. So again, you don't have any control over these ones, just your admin, the admin for the account. But the ones that you have control over are these ones. And as you see, I have a few, right? And like I was saying, sometimes I will install 10 and I don't use them. So it's good once in a while, check them and manage them. For example, I haven't used this one in a long time. So you click the 3 dots, uninstall, and you uninstall the app. And again, it's easy and fast. And if you made a mistake, you can install them again. So I just want to show you how you can manage yours. And because I really want to encourage you to try them and to just like try all these different ones. So we close here, and we already checked how to get them, how to install them, and now let's practice them. So let's start with the first one. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to show you 4 tools that I use often, and I like them a lot. Again, these are just for my personal also use, but I use a lot of these for my class, and that's what I want to show you now. So let's start with the first one, Easy Accents. So you're going to go to your add-ons and check the list. So as you see, and as I showed you before, there is one. This one is the one that the admin of the account installed to everybody. But I found out that there is another option that is more current. So try to install this one, Easy Accent -doc. So click here, Easy Accents Start. So what is this Easy Accent? like it says, accents, right? This is a tool that is help you to, instead of downloading or to your computer different keyboards, what it does, it's going to help you to have the fonts or the keys that you are missing from other languages on your dock. For example, I'm going to just check Spanish because it's my favorite language. And now you can see that, right? So these are all the fonts that I always miss because I can't use them often in English, but I have to go back and forth between languages pretty much every day. So what I do in this case, you have the question mark. And you see, oh, I deleted that, but let me go back. Oh, it's okay. Okay, I'll let you like question mark, exclamation point, that always the ones that you miss. And here you can use the A as a lowercase. And if you click Shift and let me put a space and the button, you will get capital letters. So if you want to change to French, you have the other option here, all the French characters that you need to type or to do any writing. German, all of these you can find right here. So it's a very easy tool to install in your docs, and then you don't need to put all the other keyboards on your computer. So that one was easy accents. The second one, let's talk about the Workloud. We all love Worklouds. We have them, we see them all the time. They are visually appealing. They use them in presentations, but also this could be a great tool to use with your HSC students. So I am using this essay from HiSET. It's a score 6. And I wanted to show you because I was kind of impressed. So what we're going to do, I'm going to highlight all these parts and then go back to the Add-ons tab and click on Workloud Generator. And I'm going to use the mother one. So as you can see in on the right, this is my Workloud. So it's beautiful, right? It looks nice. And as you can see, these are the words that are more used in this document. So what is cool about it, and especially me as an ESL student and teacher, when I write or I'm correcting things, I have the tendency to use some words all the time. So this is showing me, oh, I'm using attire all the time. Oh, wow. But also, not even that. So if you click here, this button, top word count, and you wait a little bit, scroll down, you have a little table that shows you the frequency of words that you're using in your text. So it's a great way to show your students without offending them, because a lot of the students spend a lot of time writing. This is a nice way to show, oh, look what this Workloud just showed me. You are using attire a lot. What about if we find another word, like a synonym? Okay, and then you can give feedback in a way that is positive, and students don't take it personal, and actually it's a beautiful way. You can also download the Workloud here, and you have a little picture. The image is not as good. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. I just opened it, but it works. You can put it under, put it on the document. But I think this option is very cool to give feedback about writing, and in a way that is less invasive, and it's a creative way to use. You can also check the advanced options and change colors and play around with these, and you can even change the Workloud. So I found it very useful, and I've been using it a couple of times. My students first of all, they like the way that I'm presenting the feedback, and they don't take it personal, so nobody gets mad, and that's awesome. So that's a good recommendation. And imagine this is a score 6 from the HiSET test. So I hope this it gives you a little idea of how to use the Workloud. I would love to hear later. Maybe you find another way to use them. So that was the second tool that I wanted to show you, Workloud. Let's go to the third one. We have Math Type, and that's the one, if you remember, if you're paying attention to this presentation, that's the one that we just installed into my add-ons. So Math Type, and this is a great add-on that I just found. Honestly, I just found because I'm teaching math, but I was so excited because in my past I used to use a lot of these equations, and it was so crazy. Also, as you can see, you need a subscription. Yeah, now they're giving you the free version. So that's what I'm trying for you, to encourage you to use them and explore, because always add-ons give you two options. Sometimes you can pay more money and get another features, but sometimes you don't need to do that. So math type. So and the first option, it helps you for math and chemistry. That's also very cool because I know a lot of you are teaching sciences. So check this out. You click here, you can just add, I'm sorry, like crazy equations that were challenging. And I used to do this all the time. And I'm like, oh, wow, how did I do that? So this is a great tool to use if you're a math teacher and creating crazy things for your students. That's how that works. You just add the equation, insert. In a couple seconds, you have it right there, and you can make it bigger. That's one. So you can explore. I would love to show you the whole thing, but I know we don't have much time. And let me come back to math type, and this is the chemistry, the formula for chemistry. And for me, that was like the most exciting one because I was like, wow, that's so cool. So you can check here, for example, like you can just put H2, especially when you're doing some chemical equations. And then just, you just play around and just, I'm not going to do it perfect, but in a way, that's how that works. So I encourage you to use this one, science teachers and math teachers, because I know it's a lot of work creating this, and especially now that we are teaching online. So this is a good way to play around with math type, the third add-on. And lastly, I wanted to show you the Easy Bibliography Creator because really, in my personal experience, using Word, always I was using Word because it gives you all these capabilities for bibliography. But now with this add-on, things are a little easier. And if you are helping students to transition to college, it's very important to give them an overview because when they move finally to college world, everything is, as you know, you have to reference everything. So let's use EasyBib. And that's completely free. And I found it very useful and so easy to use. So go to add-ons, and then we're going to click here, EasyBib, manage bibliography. And as you can see on my right, you have three options to find the article, right? A book, journal article, a website. I'm going to use a book. And also here, you can choose the style. And I'm going to use APA because that's the one I've been using. As you see, I was just playing around, and I'm just going to use this awesome book that we all know because we've been using them from Janet, Sabina, and then I just type the title. I'll use the book option, search, and that's it. That's the book. You can click select, and then it will be on your document. I don't know where to put it, but that's in some place here. Let me see here. Let me try it again. Sometimes those things don't work like you expect, but I promise you it works. So let's wait a little bit, but you can get your bibliography here as an APA. And I used it before, and it's very useful. However, just let me warn you, I tried to do the bibliography that you have to add the pages, and it didn't work that well. So it's just for books. It's very general. So I recommend you to go to, of course, the OWL website. This is one of the most useful websites to reference. And I know you know this one. So you can also tell your students to review both to make sure that it's right? So I love this website. I found the most useful for doing some references. And students should know both, right? They always should know how to use the citations and reference page. And I don't know why it's not giving me, but as you see, it's loading. So something must have happened now. Maybe it's the internet, but I don't want to keep you here. But again, I used them before and it works great. So try it out. And if it doesn't work for you, just also let us know. Maybe this is not a good option. And that's what we are doing. We are experimenting and learning. So those are the 4 tools that I wanted to show you. I hope you understood how to use them, how to install them, how to manage them. Let me come back to the presentation. And add-ons are great. Honestly, I encourage you to use them and also to find the ones that fit best to your needs, because we teach different things and We would love to hear from you. So just to conclude this presentation, I would love to hear from you. How many of these tools you would like to try or to use for your instruction or for your personal life? I would love to hear that. You can use the chat or you can just use your mic. We would love to hear your voice and hear from you. If you are there still.
We have lots of people here. Does anybody have
Okay.
an answer for Monse? How would you apply some of the tools from this presentation to your instruction or personal life? Let's see. Adrian says, Easy Accents is brilliant and I can use it for teaching as well as my editing business. Cool.
Fantastic. I'm so
Um,
happy to hear that.
Nancy says she's anxious to try the math type.
Yay, Nancy. Let me know. Let me know, please.
Adrian also says Word is also very cool for teaching. Dawn says I will be adding math type for my HSE math worksheets.
No,
So
good.
awesome. There's some really good stuff on here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. But thank you for sharing. But wait, I have a challenge for you. So, because we want to encourage you to share your wisdom with us. Like, we really need you. We need to hear from you. We want to create this community of learners that share tools. And, like I showed you before, some things work when you're presenting, of course, and some things never work. And some of these tools, I use them and they're great. And I want to hear from you. And we want to learn from you as well. So go to our Facebook page, Workplace, and post your responses, classroom teachers. So that's how that looks, right? And use the tag talks or add-ons. If you know any other one that I didn't show you here, because I bet you do, just share what you use, why do you like it, how do you use it, so we can all learn from you, because it will be a great time. This is the moment. This is a moment that we have to collaborate and to create a community, and we hope that we can get inspired together. Okay, and thank you for your time, for allowing me to present some of my favorite tools. If you have any extra questions, you can email me. And Kristen, do we have any questions in the chat?
We don't have any questions at this time. Just a lot of people saying they're anxious to run off and try the tools that you've shared with them.
Oh, really? Awesome. That's good. But don't leave yet. Because I have to tell you some cool things that we are doing. So we have the teachers chat open forum. This is just, you can show up, just talk to we have people, very cool people on those chat monitoring and talking. So this is a moment that you can have to just share how your day was. If you need any tool with any tech support, just talk to us. We will be happy to help you. So this chat is a new way that we have to communicate with you. So our Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So please join us and just say hi sometimes. It's nice to know that people are out there, and just we want to create this community. So don't forget about that. And also we have our Google Fridays. Every Friday we're gonna try to bring you new tools for you to use to give you some inspiration, so you can provide good services also as a teacher, but also for your own professional development. So we hope to have you there. And I didn't have the flyer, I don't know why, but we do have every other Thursday we have ELA Tech Talks, where we talk about English language acquisition tools to support your professional development and your classroom. So this is the last thing I need from you. Please help us to improve. We really know that we can improve, and also which kind of tools we can use for future webinars. So if you want to take a picture of this, or we need your feedback. So please, if you have 5 minutes, go to that link and give us your feedback. We would love to hear from you. Give feedback about the presentation, but also things that you need to do, you want to learn for your to improve your teacher skills and provide better services to your students. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. And thank you, Kristen. So do we have any questions?
No questions right now, but what I would like to add for you is that if you need to get the links for any of those different subjects or meetings that Montse mentioned, make sure you go to our website at www.nmdelt.org. All of the flyers are on there with the links. And we will also be putting the feedback link on there if you didn't have a chance to write it down.
Yes, thank you for saying that. And also, it doesn't matter if you are starting or you have experience. We want to invite everybody and to just join this group. And yeah, go to the website that Kristen just mentioned. And thank you again. Thank you, Kristen, and thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Oh, bye. Thank you.
Thank you. This wonderful presentation. Thank you so much.
Who's this? Nancy? Is that you?
This was
Dawn.
This is Dawn.
Oh, Dawn. Thank you.
Dawn is one
Thank
of our
you for joining us.
newer teachers.
Awesome. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you.
This is Nancy now. Thank you, Montse.
Hey, friend.
Thank
Nice
you,
to.
Kristen.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. You guys have a great weekend.
Yes,
Bye-bye,
you too.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.